Okay.
Okay, so basically we decided we would do some smaller tutorial sessions every time we get some new products launched or even just some new features as part of our existing products. So that's what we're going to go over today. So just to give you a little rundown of what we're going to cover, basically some of the new stuff we've added to our products is the ability for people to upload PDFs, which sounds like a very simple thing. Oh, someone's in the
Hang on,
chat.
sorry about that.
It's okay, someone's in the
No,
chat.
yeah, I can't see your screen. I'm trying to find out where
Oh,
it's
I'm
at.
sorry. You
Hold
know
on
what?
just a second.
That's my bad. Okay, you should be able to see it now.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
was just going to say that it's
Sorry.
blocked.
It's still early for me. I'm in a different time zone. It's morning. Okay.
That's fine.
So, yeah, no worries. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna cover is how to upload a PDF into our system. And like I said, it seems like a very simple thing, and it is very simple, but historically we were only able to upload JPEGs, and sometimes people have a finished flyer and they have it in PDF form and they want to upload the PDF and blast that out. So I'm just going to show you guys how you can upload PDFs. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to show you how you can post your e-flyers to your Facebook page, because more and more, we get more and more questions on our support line from agents wanting to know how to do that. So I'll show you how to do that, very easy. After that, I'm going to take you guys on a quick run through of one of our newest products right here, listing presentations. So I'll do a run through of how to create a listing presentation. It's pretty easy as well. And then Amanda's going to take over after me, and she's going to run through a couple new updates that we have in our newsletter offering. And then, as the final piece de resistance, which I think is the most exciting thing we're offering, is up here, our new virtual assistant service. Okay, so I'm going to let Amanda run you through that. I think it's really exciting and it's starting to take off. A lot of our agents are really into it and they're using it a lot. It's very helpful. Okay, but I won't steal her thunder. I'll let her go through that. Okay, so first of all, let's do the how to upload a PDF. Okay, so let's say you've got a listing and you want to do an e-flyer blast and you already have the finished flyer. Maybe you have an in-house designer or you've made one yourself, but you've got it and you've got it in PDF form. So you're going to go through the process the same as you would normally. You're going to log into your account. Here's your dashboard page. You see your e-flyer button and you're going to create a flyer. You still have to set up the listing, okay? Even though the flyer's finished, you still need to have a listing set up in our system so that it has a place to save your flyer to and also to record your statistics and everything like that. So you still need to set up your listing. So let's just call this, we'll just make up a fake address for today. And let's just say that we are in Austin. Okay, now all I really need to do is the 4 required fields. But I always tell people it's a good idea to take the time and fill in everything else, plus the listing description, because when you send an e-flyer, some of this text shows up at the bottom of the flyer for people who don't enable their images. They need to be able to see some text. But for today's session, I'm just going to do the 4 required fields. I hit continue. Okay, and it brings me into the back end of the eFlyer creator, the exact same as if you were making a normal eFlyer. Now I'm on the Manage Photos page. Normally on this tab, I would upload all of the photos I'm going to use in my flyer. You upload a PDF the same way. So I'm on the Photos tab, I just click Upload Images, and then I need to navigate on my computer to wherever it is I have that PDF saved. I have mine saved in an Images folder. There it is right there. I just select my PDF, I hit Open, and as you can see, the system is now uploading the PDF. Okay, there we go. It's going to refresh. And as I always say to people, things are always a little bit slower because we're on webinar, so things always take a few seconds longer. There we go. It's refreshing. And there's a little thumbnail of my PDF. If I mouse over, I can see it a little bit bigger. So there we go. Okay. Next up.
Ours is a little bit slower than yours, so you may want to wait a second. We don't see the PDF yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll try to talk slower. I'll take a sip of water between my stuff.
Okay. You see it now. It's small,
there it is. Okay. So we're going to jump. We don't need to do existing flyers because we don't have any existing flyers. We're going to jump to the template library. Okay. And in our template library, we have all our different categories with all the different themes, but we have a category called blank templates. That's the one we want. We're going to click on that. And as you can see, we have just empty templates. These are just shells of templates. Now the one I want is 8.5 by 11 portrait because that's what my flyer is. So I'm going to hit select, just like I would for any other template. Okay, and then the system brings me into the template editor page, and you'll see my blank template is just one giant image field, and it's telling me to drag and drop my image over here. Over here, my little photo bucket, there's my little thumbnail of my PDF e-flyer, and all I do is drag and drop it into the empty template, and then I'm going to hit refresh so that it gets to be rendered. Because it never looks that clear when you just drag and drop it. Once you render it, now it is crystal clear. It looks perfect. And that's all I have to do. I can view my proof, although there's not much to proof because this was already finished to begin with. I can go to links, or I can add my subject line. I can link it to a virtual tour or 2 other spots as well. And next up, I go to my distribution. And then I just blast it out the same as I would a normal e-flyer, either doing it by the map blast or uploading my own contacts. Pay for it, and it goes out. And that is all you have to do. So literally back here on the Manage Photos page, you're going to upload your PDF the exact same way you would upload any other picture, like a JPEG. Anything that you're used to uploading, the PDF gets uploaded the exact same way. Okay? Is there still a delay?
So since this is a PDF, this is something you would have done prior to uploading it, right? So you would not be able to make changes to your PDF in this system, correct?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, this is for people who have an in-house designer or somebody who can make their flyers outside of our system. We do have a number of people who already have pre-made flyers and use our empty blank template. They use us just for distribution, basically, and to record their statistics and stuff like that, or to make their tour. So yeah, a number of people already have finished flyers. So.
Okay, so this is it. So, but if you want to, so we can still use your system to make a flyer if we want to. This is just another alternative if you have your own
Absolutely.
flyer already made up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. She's just showing us what enhancements. So if you don't want to do that.
And Kim, the other thing that's good about it is that you can now use PDF files for your headshots or your JPEGs. If you're doing a virtual tour, a lot of people have a PDF floor plan as opposed to a JPEG. So it just makes it easier. Instead of being restricted by only being allowed to use JPEG images, you can now sort of expand, and people don't have to figure out, oh my God, how do I make a JPEG? Most people have the capabilities to save a PDF, so that's why we've added it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's our first little session, what to do, or uploading a PDF. Next, we're going to post our e-flyer to Facebook. So I'm going to go in and get an e-flyer. Let's go into my mail, my e-flyers, and I'll probably just do the one I did the other day because it worked so nicely. Where was it? Right here. So I'm going to open my e-flyer. Okay, now everybody, when you send an e-flyer through our system, you also get a copy of the e-flyer emailed to you. So you will always have an e-flyer in your inbox as well. So here's an e-flyer that someone sent out the other day. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will notice that there is always going to be a link that says click here to view this e-flyer on the web. What you want to do is click on that so that it opens up in its own web page. So it has its own URL. Then I'm going to click and select that URL, and I'm going to copy it. Control-C to copy it. Then I'm going to go to my Facebook page. Okay, and just for today's session, I'm on the Realtor Facebook page. Okay, up here I'm going to add my post. It says write something. I'm just going to click there, and I'm going to paste. So Control-V to paste it. Okay, you give it a couple seconds, and there's the link for the e-flyer. There's a little mini picture of it, and there's the first few sentences of text. That did it automatically. I did not do anything other than paste the link in this space. And then I would just hit publish, and now it's on Facebook. Okay? So just to run through that again really quickly, you're going to open your e-flyer, you're going to scroll down to the bottom and click on the link, view this e-flyer on the web. It opens it up in its own page where you have a link, a URL right here. You're going to copy that URL. You're going to go to your Facebook page, and in the space where you post something, you're going to copy it and paste it so it shows up here. Give it a couple seconds, and this content will show up automatically, and then you just hit publish. And now your e-flyer is on your Facebook page. Okay? Could not be easier. All right. back to Realtor. So a couple of months ago, we launched a new product called a listing presentation. We had a few agents who were requesting them. Basically, our listing presentation is like a little digital resume. So it's got information all about you. If you've got a new client and you want to get yourself in front of them, send them a little presentation with information about yourself, the agency you work for, the services that you can offer them to help them sell their home. You can make a little listing presentation on our site, okay? So I'm going to run through how to do that. It is really, really easy, as you'll see. You're going to log into your account, and on the dashboard page, listing presentation, we're going to create new. Now this time we don't have to set up a listing because the listing presentation is not affiliated with a specific listing. You might just make one listing presentation that represents you and you can use it over and over again, okay? So it's bringing us into the back end. It's going to take us right to the template library. Now this library looks a little bit different than our eFlyer library. Basically, you have to do two things. First of all, you're going to choose the color scheme you want, and then you're going to choose your template. Right now, we just have two templates because it's a new piece of software. If it becomes more popular and more people are using it, then we'll add more and more templates. But for now, for our initial launch, we've just got the two, okay? You'll notice as I change colors, the templates change colors. So I can pick a color that matches my branding. Maybe it matches my logo, or it's just a color that I like. Let's say I like the burgundy one. Okay, the two presentations below, if I want to see what they look like, I can click on Preview, and I get a little pop-up of a sample presentation. This is what the little digital presentation looks like. So you have a cover page with some contact information and a title and your logo. I can turn the pages like this. Got a little table of contents. These are the topics of discussion that we're going to go through. And then I just go into each section. Okay, so we've got a little section about the agent. We have a little section about the agency that you work for. And then we have some sections about marketing. I'm just going to skip through some pages so you can see. Staging strategies, we have a pricing strategy, we have a marketing strategy, and then at the end we have a little area for testimonials and then a back cover. If I jump to the back, there, our back cover is branded with your headshot and your contact info. There's a closing statement, I'm just going backwards now, and the testimonial, okay? So this is what the little digital presentation looks like. Okay, if this is the one I want, I'm going to hit select. I need to give my presentation a name, so let's just call it My Resume for June 2016, create presentation. Now we have to wait a couple seconds because it's going to auto-populate with some of my contact information while it generates the actual presentation itself, and this always takes a couple seconds. Just like when you're making an eFlyer, it tries to fill in some of the fields with stuff that you already have loaded into your account. There we go. Now it brings me into the template editor, okay? Now, unlike some of our other products, there isn't a lot of editing that you have to do for the listing presentation. We've always found that the products we sell that are the most complete tend to be the most popular. So if the agent has to do the least amount of work, they're most likely going to use this product. So we've gone ahead and filled in the pages. Most of the pages, I would say 90%, are good to go. You don't have to touch them. But the rest you can edit, and you can edit the other pages if you want, or you can leave them as they are. So, for example, here's our cover page. Now we can use our own picture, so we can upload an image. Maybe we're pitching on a specific home, so we want to go out and take a picture of this person's home. We can upload it right here. I've already uploaded a couple. I drag and drop my image over, just like I would if I was making an eFlyer or print material. It's going to render it so it looks really nice, okay? Then I have a couple text fields. If I mouse over, you'll see that they're editable. So I can put in my client's name. I just come in, text box editor pops up, and I can put in my client's name, hit OK. Now it's going to render the name. I can change the date, and right here, presented by me, there's my name and my title, and there's my little logo over there. If I don't want something on this page, maybe I don't want my logo, I just delete it. And it's going to render and it will just get rid of my logo. So you have a few options on the cover page, not too many. Okay, then I can just go through page by page. We have provided the images on each page. These background images are not editable, but all of the text fields are. So if there's a section in here that you don't want, you can just click in here and delete it out of the table of contents, okay? Same thing with these cover pages. So our first section is real estate agent's profile. So I'm going to want to put my own name in there. I don't want it to say real estate agent's name. I want it to say my name. So that's a text field that you would want to edit for sure. And you could even change real estate agent's profile. You could call it, you know, my profile, something like that. Basically, we fill in all of our text fields with sample text so that you get an idea of what you could put in there. You don't have to have the same stuff as us. And then you'll notice on the actual pages, especially in this section, the profile section, we've put in sample text, but you'll notice at the top it says enter your own text here. The text below is sample only. So like I just said, we put in text so you can get an idea of what this page could look like, but you really need to mouse over and click and then enter your own text here because this is just fake text. You want to put some information about yourself. Okay, so you can go through all the different pages, and like I said, you can edit the text fields that you want to. But once you get into sections like staging or pricing strategy, let me get into the staging section so you can see what it looks like. Okay, staging strategy, preparing your house for sale. You could change those or you could leave them alone. And you'll see these pages are 100% good to go. So they've got proper text and they've got pictures. You can edit these if you want, but you could just leave this entire section intact. You don't have to touch it. So there's an entire staging strategy section good to go. Okay, there's also a pricing strategy section and a marketing strategy section. Here's the pricing strategy section. Now, if you don't want a certain page in your presentation, you'll notice there is an X on every single page. If you want to get rid of this page, you can just click and it's gone. Okay, let's do that for the next page as well. Let's say I don't want this page. Delete. Now it's gone out of the presentation. Now once I delete it, I get a new button over here that says removed pages. If I click on this, it shows me the pages that I deleted. I can restore them if I change my mind and I'm like, oh, you know what, I think I should put that back. If I hit restore, it's going to go back to it where it was in the presentation. Okay? And then I can jump ahead.
Hold on 1 second. Deanna, hold on 1 second. My computer just completely lost something. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
You're back?
Hold on. Hang tight. No, not yet. Hold on. Halfway back. I went to sleep and then I got really mad. So, okay.
Mine does that too.
Okay, we're back. Okay,
you're back? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Okay. So I've just jumped ahead to the back cover. Again, just like the front cover, you can make a few more edits. You can, it's already auto-populated with my name and contact info, which it takes from my account up here and my headshot, but I can still edit these. As I mouse over, you'll see that I can edit them. If I don't like that headshot, I can go into my headshots. I've already got a whole bunch uploaded, and I can just drag and drop a new headshot over there and hit refresh, and it will refresh it. Okay? So that is basically all you need to do to get your listing presentation set up. Next, you can go to view proof. Just like all of our products, we always encourage people to view a proof, go through the whole thing, make sure you didn't make any mistakes, make sure there's no typos, that kind of thing, make sure it looks the way you want. If you want to edit it further, you can edit further right here or use the navigation bar and go back to the template editor. If you're good to go and you're happy with it, you can go to shopping cart, okay? And then once you pay for it, and these are the ones I did yesterday, I'll just delete these, but it'll show up in your shopping cart. Once you pay for it, then you can jump back to listing presentation, and right here on your existing items page, your presentation will show up. So here's the one I just made. Now, I can edit existing or I can delete it. I didn't actually pay for this, but once I've paid for it, I'll move down to this one that's actually been paid for. Once you've paid for it, you'll have a button where you can download a PDF. Now that's important because a lot of people want to be able to print these, so we've designed all of the pages to be 8.5 by 11. So you can have a digital version of it that you can have on your laptop and you can show people the digital version, or if you're more comfortable, you can download a PDF and you can print out the pages, and we've sized them 8.5 by 11 just so you can do that. And you can bind it together so it's a little booklet, and then you can use that as a leave behind. Okay, so you can also download the files for this and you can save them onto your laptop, because if you're doing a presentation at someone's house or in a boardroom that you're not familiar with, you don't always, sometimes it's a hassle to get onto their internet. You can't always trust the internet in other locations. So if you download the files and save them onto your laptop, then you know it's always going to work. It doesn't need the internet. You can also hit play and up pops your presentation, and this link right here, the URL, you could copy this URL and email it to your client. and then they could just click on it and the presentation will open up like this. Okay? We've also got these little ways, these little controls here as well, and you can also hit this little button right here to show it at full screen. So now you have a nice full screen, and you can just use the arrow keys on your computer to turn the pages. Okay, so I'm just going to escape. So that is how we do a listing presentation. We had a session with another group yesterday, and they said that their listing presentations include a couple pages where they can put comps and things like that. So we are going to add those pages to these listing presentation templates. So that's the kind of thing that I always tell people when we're doing tutorials. If you have any suggestions to make the products better, just let us know, because often we can accommodate that. Just like yesterday, the group we did a presentation to, they said, you know what, we're going to send you a sample of our listing presentation. There's a couple pages in there. If you could add it to your templates, then it's more useful for our agents. So we're going to be updating these templates in the next couple of weeks. So same thing goes for you guys. If you have a recommendation or a suggestion, let us know. It's also possible for us to do an entirely custom listing presentation for our clients. The cost of that would depend entirely on how much content the agent provided or how much content they wanted us to provide, because we can do an entire presentation, all the text, all the images entirely for you, but obviously the fee for that is going to be a lot more. But some people might have a listing presentation, they just want us to recreate it and put it in here so they can have a digital version, then the fee for that would be a little different. So we'd have to give you an estimate if you wanted something custom. But just to let you know, it can be done. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have a suggestion. Ashley's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you might be able to just use what you already have. I was just thinking, just like a template page. Can you change these photos that are already in the listing presentation, or just the text?
Just the text. So the presentations we've made, you can only change the picture on the cover page. All of the pictures on the pages inside the template are set in the background. They're not editable.
So then maybe you could add a page that, I don't know, maybe you could add a picture, or kind of more, I guess the best way I can describe it would be like a letter type thing where you can fill in your own information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of what was suggested yesterday is the agents were saying that they might want to include some information about the actual listing itself. If they're going to be pitching to someone who's got their listing, then they might want to have a page with some information about that listing, some comps, and maybe even include, you know, a picture or something. So they're going to send us a sample that they use, and then we'll try to incorporate that. So I think that's what will be coming in our next round for listing presentation templates.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, one more.
Oh, one more?
Wait a minute. So once we pay for this listing presentation and download it, every time we go back to edit something, we have to pay again, or no?
No, you just pay the once. The listing presentations are $39.99, and as you'll notice, I'm in listing presentations right now on the existing templates page, and I have a whole bunch because I use these when I'm showing people how to do them. I could go in and edit existing anytime I want, make all kinds of edits, and then you'll notice there's a button that says republish presentation. The shopping cart is gone because I've already paid for this. So if I go in and change the date, or I change the name, or I go into some of the body pages and just change a couple things, I can then just republish the presentation, and it will generate a new PDF, and it will refresh the link, and then I can use the newest version. I don't have to pay for it again. It's just you just pay for it once.
Yeah. And then Jenny, you can resave it, or no, or do you have to save it as the exact same thing?
You have to use the same template.
Okay. So I guess
Yeah, it's going to republish this one. If I go back into the library and choose a different template, then I have to pay the $39.99 because it's a whole new template. But if I'm just editing my existing template that I've already paid for once, I don't pay again.
Okay, I think that's great. Okay, and then also, is this included in like the when you do the package deal, the silver, the gold, or whatever? Do you get the discount on it?
That's a good question. I'm going to check. I can't remember if we is it. I was going to say I can't remember. Did we? Okay.
It might not say it, but
it
it's
is.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So Janet, why don't you, because all of these, the ladies in here, I haven't shown them all the details of this yet, so maybe you could just go through like what the discount is and how that would be included if they choose that.
Okay. So We have a group discount program. If you're part of an agency, there are different ways you can do it. We have group discounts for agencies, and you'll see, depending on how many agents, an entire agency could sign up, and everyone pays a monthly fee. So for example, let's say you're in a big office and you've got 100 plus agents. You can sign up for either platinum, gold, silver, or bronze. The fee is $12 a month per agent, but you get unlimited platinum virtual tours. You can use our print creator for free, unlimited, and then you get a 25% off discount on every single eFlyer blast you do, and then you get 50% off any of our design packages. Okay, and it's the same. Gold, it's $10 a month, and you get gold virtual tours, 20% off flyers, and 40% off, and so on and so forth. So that's if you're in a group. If you're just on your own, you can also get an individual agent discount. So if you're not part of a big agency, but you still want to get some discounts, again, they're platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. If you want the platinum, it's $200 a year per agent, but you get the same thing that you get with the group. So you get unlimited amounts of platinum virtual tours, free use of the print creator, and these discounts off your eFlyers and design packages. So it just depends. You need to kind of figure out how much money you're spending each year on these products and whether it's worth it for you. A platinum virtual tour is $30 a pop. So if you're doing 4 or 5 tours every year and you're doing a number of eFlyer blasts, you're probably spending more than $200 a year on your marketing, in which case it's worth it to sign up for this discount, because then you get free tours, free print creator, 25% off all your eFlyers. So you kind of have to just figure out which package works best for you, which products you use the most, how much money you spend a year on those products, and then you could sign up for one of these and save a lot of money.
Okay, so we said the listing presentation is included in this?
I'm not, yeah, I'm going to have to double, Amanda says yes, and I do remember discussing it. I don't know if it's a discount or if it's free. I'd have to double check on that.
Check your shopping cart, Jana, for the listing presentation you just purchased.
I don't know if I have a discount applied to me anymore.
Oh, because you push it through.
Yeah, I usually do have a discount applied to myself because when I'm testing and stuff, but I think my discount expired and I haven't renewed it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you just when you figure it out, just let me know.
Yeah, yeah, I'll send you an email. When I send the link with the recorded tour, I'll let you guys know. I do believe it's part of it. I just can't remember if it's free or if it's a discount, but I'll find out for you.
I think it's 5% like the eFlyers.
Right, it might be. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the presentation over to Amanda, and she's going to show you guys some newsletter updates and then our new virtual assistant service, which is very exciting. Okay, I'm going to give the screen to Amanda.
Oops. Sorry, my computer was doing something weird there. Okay, so along the lines of what we were just discussing, we are very receptive to change requests that people make for a lot of the products that we use. It could be something very simple or it could be something a little bit more complicated. It will take longer depending on what you're requesting. And one of the things that happened when we launched our newsletters was that people really wanted to see that they could get them as PDFs. We thought that most of our clients would want to be sending them out via eBlast, but there's a lot of old school people that love to have that piece of paper in their hand, have something to hand out to people. So we're now offering for our ready to send newsletters the option to also use it as a printable PDF. So you can then share it with people via mail, use it as handouts, etc. Now to add to that service, we also decided to make some of our more informational newsletters, as opposed to, like, we have a lot of fun and exciting little tidbits of, it could be holiday, it could be entertaining, it could be gardening. So those types of things are great to share as a newsletter, but we also have a lot that are informational. So what we've done is we've added a new category here for our newsletters, brochures and handouts, and we've broken it down into buyers and sellers. And basically what we've done is we've covered some information that would be nice to share with clients, whether they're a buyer or a seller, and it would cover information that might be specific to their needs. Could be somebody that's retiring, what they're looking for, the different types of homes available. Could be time-saving tips for people that are just getting out, that may also, you know, their first guide to visiting open houses on their own. Might be about downsizing. And for sellers, the typical sort of stuff that they would worry about, strategies about selling, maybe they're downsizing, so what to expect when they're downsizing, tips on how they can pack, that kind of stuff. So what we've done is we've created these into 8.5 by 11 brochures that you can request just by emailing me, amanda@realtor.biz, and just let me know which subject you want, and what I will do is provide it to you as a PDF for a fee of $9.99. So instead of having to be a subscriber to the newsletters or order a one-off that can get expensive, you can just order these brochures for just $9.99 each, and then we'll send the PDF, and you can print them out as you need them. And they're great. You can use them as I said, you can use them at the office as handouts. You can do it, maybe you're showing a smaller home, maybe you're showing an eco-friendly home. You can have that, like downsizing for eco-friendly living, ready there in the, on the kitchen counter as handouts for people. So it's a great new little service that we're offering. The other thing that Jana mentioned that we're really excited about, and that's really being received well, is our new virtual tour. Sorry, I always say virtual tour because it's in my head, virtual assistant service. So when you log on to your account, you'll see here a new green button. Click here for virtual assistant, and basically it outlines all the services we offer and how you can place an order. Our virtual assistant is designed to assist people who can face a number of issues when they're trying to build their marketing materials. Some people, they just aren't computer savvy, so they get frustrated. They want to be able to build their own marketing materials, but they have difficulty. So that's an ideal candidate for this virtual assistant service, because we will basically do any of our services that you would usually use, so any of the marketing materials or anything available on our site, we'll do it for you. And a couple of examples. One, I had a lady who her assistant just up and quit on her. So she was left on a Friday afternoon, and she didn't know how to work the system because her assistant had always built everything for her. So we were able to build everything and get it sent out for her. And a lot of examples would be people that just are having difficulty using it because they're not as familiar with computers, so those are other people that we can help. And in other cases, it's people that just don't have the time. They do not have the time to sit and build their own marketing materials. So the beauty of this service too is it's very reasonable. As an example, if you wanted us to build an e-flyer for you, if you have purchased photography through us, it's only $5 for us to build that. If you haven't purchased photography, it's only $9.99. And you're talking about a lot of time saving for a very low price that you would never ever be able to find an assistant to pay them that low amount of money. We provide you proofs for everything we do. We'll do anything from book a photo shoot for you to doing an entire campaign with virtual tour, e-flyer, print materials, etc. So it's a really great little tool, and all you have to do is email amanda@realtor.biz, and then we will discuss what you need. I'll even provide you a quote if you're unsure, ooh, is this going to cost too much money? I'll let you know exactly how much it will cost for each of the services you want, and then we can proceed. We provide you with a proof, and then we take care of whatever you need done for your listings. So, and if you forget, my email, just go to your home page, log on, and you can just click the little button here. So that's some of our new services that we're offering. Does anybody have any questions about anything else that we've discussed or this service?
I think we're good. I'm going to show them a few of the basics because I don't think that they've seen any of that yet. So, but I think this was great. I think the enhancements are fantastic. So I'm excited to start showing this to everybody. Good.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you guys
All right.
later.
Well, okay, thank you so much for doing this. Have a great day.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye.